The stock market crash of October 1929 began a decade-long Great Depression and marked a dramatic end to the Roaring Twenties. In a new book called 1929, prominent financial journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin draws a line from that period to today, as artificial intelligence gives a massive boost to the markets. But for how long? As AI races into every element of our lives, what does the revolutionary technology mean for your pocketbook and your job? NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans has our Sunday focus.
Seems nothing can hold back the bulls on Wall Street. Not trade wars, interest rates, or nagging concerns over the cost of living. Stocks fueled by trillions in spending on artificial intelligence. U.S. markets setting record after record high. In the past 3 years, the tech-heavy NASDAQ has doubled. The chairman of the Federal Reserve called stocks fairly highly valued.
What's interesting is these internet stocks continue to take off. And
many now starting to draw comparisons to the dot-com bubble. Some saying AI isn't helping enough companies make more money yet. Others saying the massive spending deals are circular. Billionaire investor Paul Tudor Jones saying this bubble 2.0 could be even bigger.
If anything now is so much more potentially explosive than 1999.
Back then, the internet was new and transformative, and companies with no sales were flying high. There was skepticism, like from our own Tom Costello back in the last month of the millennium.
Are moving higher and advancing, even though many still don't have revenues, let alone earnings.
Legendary investor Warren Buffett, known as the Oracle of Omaha, likes to look at how stocks are valued versus the size of the economy, or GDP. His measure reaching record highs during the dot-com bubble before the market crashed. Its levels today dwarfing the peak of 25 years ago, reaching heights he has said is, quote, playing with fire. For now, markets are on fire, a lot like the go-go days of the late 90s. The market so frothy then, the Fed chief in 1996 famously warned of irrational exuberance. And he was right. But stocks would double over the next 3 years before the bubble finally burst.
The bad news just keeps coming.
Tech analyst Dan Ives thinks there's still more room to run.
This AI arms race, we're in a 1996 moment today, not a 1999 moment.
But others more cautious. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon telling the BBC he's concerned about a stock market correction or when stocks fall more than 10%.
I am far more worried about that than others. I'm not saying
one-third chance of a correction.
Yeah, and I'm not saying next year. Because the timing of these things is almost impossible.
And CNBC anchor Andrew Ross Sorkin, author of the new book 1929, about the devastating market crash that kicked off the Great Depression, warned this past week on Today it could happen again.
The thing I worry about is the boom can only last so long. And yes, we may have a great artificial intelligence boom. I think that's real. Sometimes these things can come tumbling down. And the question is, can you get on and off the train in time?
And Christine joins me now live. Christine, good morning. So AI, great for the stock market for the moment, but as any recent college graduate can tell you, that technology really is changing the job market dramatically, too.
Yeah, it seems like AI really is replacing some jobs at the beginning of the career ladder, Willie. When you look at the unemployment rate for young workers, entry-level workers, it's about 10.5%. When you look at new job listings, entry-level job listings down, some 35% over the past couple of years. So you can see that this technology maybe is being used in workplaces to replace some of those beginning jobs, but it's the learning longer in your career that it can't replace just yet. That said, though, Willie, what's really interesting here is these big data centers that are springing up around the country. This is what is used to power AI. They need electricians, believe it or not. The big tech companies, instead of racing after highly skilled engineers, they're racing after electricians. These are pretty good paying jobs. You go to trade school for this. By one estimate, you're going to need 130,000 new electricians just over the next decade or so, half a decade. So really interesting where some jobs might be replaced by AI, but there are demands for some pretty important skills there too.
So interesting. It's just reshaping everything and maybe shifting the job market, as you say. Christine, a great look at all this. Thanks so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.